But this is really a pivotal moment for the Republican Party and this Republican Senate. The Republican Party of Abraham Lincoln and Theodore Roosevelt is transforming before our eyes, abandoning its last vestiges of decency and rationality and unconditionally surrendering its moral compass to Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. Gone are the days of level-headedness and compromise. The radicals in the Republican Party have turned bipartisanship into a dirty word. Behind closed doors, my Republican colleagues like to express disappointment at the direction the party's taking, but never, never would they say anything publicly, because these extreme elements in their party that seem to be running the party would criticize them. Republicans should think long and hard about this simple fact. If they follow the course set by the Republican leader, every one of them will be responsible as Trump and Cruz for the debasement of the Republican Party. He will join them in what they've done to the party. It will be a new and a much worse Republican Party. Clearly, Senator McConnell is absolutely following the lead of extremists Trump and Cruz. There's no clearer example of this than the Republican leader's response to the recent Supreme Court vacancy, I should say. Certainly there's no better example of that than the Republican leader's response to the recent Supreme Court vacancy. In the aftermath of Justice Scalia's passing, the senior senator from Kentucky could have announced his intent to fulfill the Senate's constitutional responsibility and invited the president to send a well-qualified candidate to the president for consideration. But that's not what he did, because that's not the party of Trump. Instead, the Republican leader announced that he will deny President Obama his constitutional right to appoint nominees to the Supreme Court, defying all precedent that's been set. And by so doing, he'll leave the Supreme Court in a state of uncertainty. Senator McConnell is leading a charge to obstruct and cheapen the presidency at all costs, regardless of the damage it does to our democracy. But doesn't that sound familiar? It sounds like something Donald Trump would do. That's because it's exactly what Donald Trump urged Senator McConnell to do. At a Republican presidential debate in South Carolina 10 days ago, Mr. Trump said of the Supreme Court vacancy, and I quote, "I think it's up to Mitch McConnell and everybody else to stop the nomination. It's called delay, delay, delay." Close quote. Donald Trump. And that's exactly what the Republican leader is doing. Delay, delay, delay. 333 days isn't enough to do the work that we ordinarily do in 67 days. It's disappointing that the senator from Kentucky takes his marching orders from extremists like Donald Trump. It's a pretty stark change from what Senator McConnell used to believe. He used to loathe this radical Tea Party faction of the Republican Party.